In the heart of the silence that has fallen over NASA, a spacecraft orbiting Jupiter may be taking its final breaths. On a day when Earth was entangled in politics and budget cuts, Juno continued its quiet work in the depths of space. This video is a story of science, suspense, and an uncertain fate, a journey to the heart of the largest planet in the solar system, at a moment that may mark its end. Stay with us until the end, because this is not just a report, it's a possible farewell to one of the boldest space missions in history. What happens when a spacecraft is still in orbit, but Earth no longer has the budget to hear its voice? Is Juno still alive? Or has it gone silent in the interplanetary void? You'll find the answer ahead, alongside the full story of a mission that went far beyond expectations. On the day Juno's final operational deadline arrived, the US government shut down due to budget cuts, leaving the spacecraft's fate shrouded in uncertainty. Juno, NASA's orbital probe that has spent the past 9 years studying the moons of the solar system's largest planetary body Jupiter, may have reached the end of its life. Yet NASA has remained silent on the matter. Launched in 2011, Juno entered Jupiter's orbit in 2016, beginning a mission initially planned for just 20 months. Nearly a decade later, the spacecraft has conducted unprecedented research on Jupiter's system, examining the giant gas planet, its many moons, and faint rings well beyond its original timeline. NASA extended Juno's mission several times over the years, most recently in 2021, guaranteeing operations through September 30, 2025. That date has now passed, and with the government shutdown, it remains unclear whether Juno is still active. The final extension expanded Juno's scope from studying Jupiter's internal structure and magnetic field to observing its rings and major moons. Laurie Glaze, NASA's Director of Planetary Science, stated at the time, with Juno's expanded science goals, the mission team can pursue a broader range of investigations typically reserved for flagship missions. And Juno did exactly that. In recent years, Juno performed close flybys of Jupiter's major moons, including Ganymede, Europa, and Io, providing data on their geology, environments, and composition. It also studied Jupiter's faint rings and continued mapping the planet's powerful magnetic and gravitational fields. Juno's findings have helped prepare future missions like Europa Clipper, NASA's next major probe to the Jovian system. Launched in October 2024, Europa Clipper is expected to reach Jupiter in April 2030 to study the moon Europa. If Juno's mission ends before Europa Clipper arrives, it will create a multi-year gap in dedicated observations of the Jupiter system, limiting access to new data from this region of the solar system until the decade's end. Molly Wasser, NASA's planetary science communications lead, responded to Space.com via email, referencing only the 2021 extension. The mission was extended through September 2025, and that is the latest update. Regarding the future of the mission, NASA will act in accordance with the law. Due to the government shutdown, NASA currently cannot confirm whether Juno is still operational. At the time of this report, NASA's only official response is, NASA is currently shut down due to the lapse in government funding. Please contact us again after a budget is passed or temporary funding is approved. According to US government shutdown protocols, only missions classified under exceptional activities, those necessary for the protection of life, property, or national security, may continue operations or communications. NASA's contingency plans also specify that existing funds may only be used for presidential priorities, determining which scientific programs can proceed during the funding gap. Juno does not fall under this protected category, and its allocation in the president's proposed budget for fiscal year 2026 is listed as 0. As a result, the mission likely lacks priority status. But until normal government operations resume, we cannot say with certainty what awaits this season's spacecraft. Juno may have gone silent, but its legacy lives on in scientific data, in future missions, and in our collective memory. In a world where politics can pause science, Juno reminds us that human curiosity, even in silence, still reaches for the stars. And perhaps, in the not-so-distant future, a signal from Jupiter's orbit will echo once more, a voice saying, "I'm not done yet."